Hey, good morning. So, um, I wanted to come on, guys. I'm getting ready to put an image on the back of a jacket that I purchased from American HTV warehouse or wholesale here off of Harry Hines. So I thought I would bring you along on the journey. It'll be my first time actually doing DTF on a actual garment other than a t-shirt. So we're gonna see how it goes. And the jacket is actually blue, dark blue. So we're gonna see how it turns out. Right now, I'm in the process of doing the daily maintenance on my EPSON Echo Tank 8550. And for those of you that follow me, you know that I purchased the Epson Echo Tank 8550 a few weeks ago, and I have been doing my um, printing on it now for since that time. So if you guys are interested in the Epson Echo Tank 8550, or if you're scared about purchasing this printer because you've heard of issues and so on and so forth, from my personal experience, I've not had any issues yet. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I don't have any wood to knock on, but right now I'm in the process of doing the daily maintenance on it. So the daily maintenance is basically just making sure that you stir that white ink up. So you can't take the cartridge out. The way my printer is set up, I can't take my cartridge out. I don't have a SID system and all that good stuff. It's just the regular Epson Echo Tank 8550, right? That I've changed over from inkjet to DTF. Now, once I do that, I have to do daily maintenance. And it's basically, I just take the printer and just shake it around for about 20 seconds. And then I perform a print head cleaning on it. It takes less than 5 minutes, guys. And that is it. All right. After the print head cleaning, you're going to indicate whether your lines are broken or straight. And if they're straight and all the colors look fine, then you just click on a little circle and go on about your day. And that's what I have fortunately been able to do. All right, so I just finished my print head cleaning. So this is the perfect time to do a print with you guys. So I'm going to hop over to Creative Fabrica, my one-stop shop, guys. If you do not have Creative Fabrica as a crafter, you're doing yourself a disservice. Even though I have Midjourney and I have Chat GPT and I can go in and create my own images, sometimes I don't have time to do all that. All right, I'm gonna just be honest with you. So I can go right into Creative Fabrica, my one-stop shop, type in the keywords of what type of image I'm looking for, and more often than not, I'm going to find something that I can work with. All right. So, like today, I found an image that I want to put on the back of my jacket, and I'm going to walk through that process with you guys. Okay. I'm going to be using a 12 by 16 sheet of DTF film. This DTF film is by a company called Well Acer. You can check them out on Amazon. And then the DTF powder that I'm using is by Yamation. Now, the only reason I'm not using Yamation film, DTF film, is because I only have the 8.5 by 11 size film from Yamation, so I don't have the larger size. So that's why I'm using, well, Acer. Now, I do have the 13 by 19 DTF film, but I'm not using it today. That's also by Well Acer that I just got in, but I'm not using it today because it's too large for the area that I want to put on the back of my jacket. That's the only reason I'm not using it today. All right, so let's see. I'm using Yamation DTF Fine. The Yamation powder comes in fine, medium, and coarse, and I'm using the fine. And that's just the grains of the powder that you're using, which is real small molecules. So that's the smallest of their molecules. So when you're brushing the DTF powder off of your film, that one, the molecules, the DTF powder, it can kind of hang around on your DTF film because the particles are so small and fine. Okay. But I personally like it because it feels closer to the material or the fabric that you're putting it on. So I like the fine. Um, and then sometimes, guys, with your film, if your film doesn't feed through your printer, you can put some painter's tape at the top edge of the back side of the film. Make sure it's laying flat. The painter's tape is flat on your DTF back side of your film, and then you can feed it into your printer, and your printer should recognize it that way. One of the reasons I've stuck in here with Well Laser, Yamation, ASUP, all of those DTF brands is because they all feed into my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740 and my Epson 7720 and now my EcoTank 8550. I have never had to use the tape, thank God. Keeping my fingers crossed, only just to show others what they can do to get the DTF film to feed through their printer. So luckily I have not had that issue. Okay. So I'm going to jump into Creative Fabrica, my one-stop shop. You can get a monthly or a yearly subscription. I always highly recommend to get the yearly because you can pay for it that one time and be done for it or done with it, or as far as payment, you can be done for having to pay for anything, any images, fonts, anything like that for the next 12 months. Okay. So that's why I call it my one stop shop because you can find pretty much anything you're looking for in Creative Fabrica. All right. So we're going to go into Creative Fabrica. We're going to get our image. We're going to extract it. And then we're going to take it into CAD Link. Now, you do have to have CAD Link when you're using the Epson EcoTank 8550. You do have to have CAD Link. CAD Link is so that you have the ability to send the image from CAD Link to your Epson EcoTank 8550. The price on that is about $400. And then after we print our image out, the ink is going to be wet. We're going to put the DTF powder all over it. And then we're going to cure it. Now I'm going to be curing it in my convection oven, for about 15 to 20 seconds. I just kind of keep my eye on it. And guys, all convection ovens, heat is not the same. So you want to base your time and temp. I put it on about between 280 and 300. But you want to base your time and temp if you're using the convection oven off of your convection oven and its heating elements. Okay. So for me, 280 to 300 for about 15 to 20 seconds normally work. I did find that if I'm using the medium, it may, or the black, it may take the black powder. It may take a little bit longer. Okay, so I'll just put that out there. And then after we cure it, guys, that is what is going to allow the ink to stick to your garment. Okay, so that's what's going to allow this image to stick to my jacket. Now, this jacket fabric is a polyester fabric. So we're gonna see how it does. This will be the first time, like I said, doing any garment other than a t-shirt using the DTF method. All right. For those of you that do the DTF hack, yes, you could put do the DTF hack on the jacket. Even with it being a dark color, but you're going to have a foundation that is either a white vinyl, a glitter vinyl, or a light color vinyl that you're going to put down first, as kind of like the what we call offset, and then you would put your DTF on top of it. Okay, so you can still do the DTF hack, doing what I'm doing today. I'm not doing the DTF hack, I'm doing the true DTF process. Okay, so the only thing I won't be doing is putting down a foundation of um, white vinyl or glitter vinyl, something that you can still see my image once I put that DTF on top of it, because I have white pigment. All right. So hopefully that explains it. And hey guys, if you're hesitant about getting the Epson EcoTank 8550, trust me, I did it with my nails all beat up, y'all. It was so easy to do. The only part I regret is that when I was filming, my camera messed up on the part where I actually pulled it all the way out, pulled the rollers all the way out. My camera acted up, but I did it just like I was instructed to do. Hold it in the middle, hold it on the right side, pull up and to the left, it came out. Okay, so it's very, very easy. And hey, you got me. Chime in the comments if you need help or you have questions about the process, and I'm here to help you. All right. All right, guys. So without further ado, we're going to jump over now into my computer, into Creative Fabrica.
All right, guys, here we are inside of Creative Fabrica. And if you have a monthly or yearly subscription with Creative Fabrica, you have access to all of these fonts. PNG graphics, 3D designs. Also, this is their version of AI, which is Spark, and then crafts, needlework, classes, tools, so on and so forth. So you can click on the link in the description of this video tutorial for my link tree and click on the link for Creative Fabrica to sign up via my affiliate code. And you can see that you can get the Creative Fabrica for $3.99 per month, or you can pay $47 and get it for a full 12 months. I like to say pay the $47, get it over with, and you'll have access to it for a full year. And that way, when you don't feel like designing, or if you don't know how to design, you can come right into Creative Fabrica and get what you need. So I'm going to go to my downloads. And this is the image that we're going to be working with today, which is Growing with God. I think that's really pretty and will show it really vibrant on my jacket. So when you click on an image in Creative Fabrica, you like it, you just download it. You're going to receive the commercial license. You can also click this link to see what all is included or what that commercial license entails. But once you download it, mine will go to my downloads folder. And in my downloads folder, it's going to come in as a zip file. So you'll have to extract it. So I would just click the file and then select extract all and then tell it where I want to save it on my computer. I have mine going into my download. So this is it here. You can see they have the same name. This is a zip file and this one has been unzipped for us to be able to use it. So here is the image, Grown with God. And what we're going to do is it's a PNG file. We're going to take that file into CAD Link, and then we're going to have CAD Link to send this image to our printer. Now, I've already set up my settings so that in CAD Link, when I bring an image in, it's going to automatically be mirrored. So I don't have to remember to mirror my image. It's going to come in that way. So I'm going to click on this green plus sign here. And this is my image. All right. So we have our image and we're going to resize. I'm going to unlock this and I'm going to resize my image to, oops, I don't know what I clicked on there. I'm going to resize it to 11.5 by 14. And let's take a look here. One sec. Okay. So I'm going to I changed the size of my DTF film. For some reason, when I do custom and I put on 12 by 16, it's not picking up for some reason. So I'm just going to change it to a 13 by 19, but I'm actually going to be using a 12 by 16 inside my EPSON. So here we have our image. It's mirrored. We have our image set at 11.5 by 14. We're well within our print size. If you have this extra white space, you can actually crop that out. You would just select the image and click on crop. If you truly want to make sure that this image is 11.5 by 14, you can crop out this extra white space. So what I would do is just click here on the sides and drag that in. And the same thing here, drag that in, but don't, you know, cut out your text or your image. And then click on create. So now when we resize this, we see that our image is actually 11.34 by 13.33. So we're going to unlock this and we're going to change it again to 11.5 and 14. Okay, and we're going to lock that back. I'm just going to click outside and reselect 13 by 19. There we go. And so now we have everything inside of our DTF film. If you see any red, that means that your image is outside of the film. So you want to make sure that your film size is showing large enough to accommodate the size of your image. So here we now have our image truly sized at 11.5 by 14, and we have this sized up for a 13 by 19 piece of DTF film. So at this point, all I need to do is just go in, and I'm going to say I like to put mine to center horizontal, to center at the top of the page. So I'm going to click that. Okay. And this right here that you see, it's not going to be on our image, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we're ready to click on print job. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get this printed out, and then I will meet you over um, at my Epson EcoTank 8550. All right, guys. So um, here is where we are now. I have inserted my DTF film in the rear of the tray, and the Epson EcoTank 8550 is actually laying down the color, as you can see here. And then it's putting on the color first, and then the white ink is going on top of the color. And that white ink is what's going to allow you to be able to place this image on any color fabric or any type of fabric. Okay, so I'm going to allow this to print here. Now I'm using Well Laser 12 by 16 DTF film, even though I selected 13 by 19. I'm actually using 12 by 16 here, and I'm going to be using Yamation Fine DTF powder. And the reason that I'm using these products, guys, is because before I started doing the actual DTF, I was doing the DTF hack. And so I work with these products doing the DTF hack. They work well, and so that's why I continue to use them. So with the Well Acer, I've tried the 12 by 16 size DTF film, and I've also tried the 13 by 19, and I don't have to apply the painter's tape to either size DTF film, so that's why I like to use the Well Acer DTF film brand. And Yamation, you can get it in fine, medium, or coarse as far as the DTF powder. I've not tried the medium yet. I haven't opened it yet, but I have tried the fine, and I really, really like it. It feels very similar to the material that you're placing it on. So that's something to take into consideration. But I'm going to let this run, and then once it's done, then we will continue with the process. But right now, everything is working smoothly. It's laying our ink on. I do have my Epson EcoTank 8550 connected to my Wi-Fi, so I don't have it hardwired in. You can hardwire your printer directly to your computer, but I decided to just go with the Wi-Fi because mine seems to work well with my other two printers on Wi-Fi, so I just have them all on Wi-Fi. And yeah, so this is the DTF process using the actual DTF ink. So we changed this printer over from inkjet to DTF. And if you want to see how to do that, guys, I have a very long video that shows you everything from beginning to end, from receiving the printer, unboxing it, to removing the rollers and lifting my print head up. I show you how to do all of that. It's very easy to do, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't think you can't do it because it's really simple. And I show you all of that and how to set up your settings in CAD Link. And once you set up that in CAD Link, then you are ready to rock and roll guys. So I'm telling you, I'm about 2 weeks into the DTF with this EPSON EcoTank 8550, and I absolutely love it. I love being able to put my transfers on different colors or different fabrics and not have to worry about it's not polyester or it's not polyester blend. So yeah. But anywho, you can see now that the DTF film is coming out of the printer now. And again, I have it on a 12 by 16, so it's a pretty long piece of film there. I was going to use the 13 by 19, but it was too long for my jacket. So that's why I ended up doing the 12 by 16 DTF film. So I'm going to let this run, and then when we get ready, when it's done here and it gets ready for us to go to the next step, then I'll chime back in. Here you can see I was zooming in so you can get a better look at the image there. And you want to make sure, guys, when your image is printing out, that you have a piece of cardboard or something inside where the output tray is, because there's like a dip built into the output tray. And if you don't put a piece of cardboard or something so that your image comes out flat and smooth, then your ink is going to smear in an area where it hits that dip on the output tray. So I just took an Amazon, a part of an Amazon box, and cut it off and sized it to where I could just slide it right into where the output tray is. So when this comes out, the ink is going to be wet. You don't want to touch it. Okay, do not touch the image. All right, so it's almost done here. And there we have it. It is completed. So we're now going to remove it. And again, the ink is wet. So what I'm going to do now is, you see me here taking it off the printer, being careful not to touch the ink. Look how gorgeous that is. Gorgeous. Okay, and now we're going to take it and I'm going to put it over here to where, so that bag on the top, that's the Yamation medium powder that I have not used yet. And here we have our DTF powder in that container. So we're just going to scoop up some of that DTF powder. And we just want to make sure we have enough. And the good thing about the DTF powder, guys, is it's reusable. So you do want to catch whatever DTF powder that doesn't stick you want to catch that and keep it because you can reuse it. So here I am placing my image inside of the container. And now we're just going to sprinkle the DTF powder on there. And then we'll just pick it up and kind of slide it from side to side. There we go. You want to make sure you get it evenly coated with that DTF powder. And now we're going to take it over to the convection oven. And we're going to cure this at 300 for about 15 to 20 seconds. You want to use your best judgment. If you're going to use your convection oven, you want to use what heating time and temp works best for you, because not all convection ovens work the same. Okay, and now when we take it out, we are ready to take it over to the heat press. I kind of set it down for a minute, and I don't want to sit it on top of the convection oven because it's hot. And there we have it. So now you can touch the back of the image with no problems because the image has now been cured, so that white paint, or not white paint, but white ink will not get on your hands, or you won't smear your image because now you've cured the image with the DTF powder. So we're going to move over to our heat press here. You can see I have my jacket. Now my heat press is a 16 by 24. And I have this jacket laying this way because that was the best way I could get it on there and have it lay flat. So I turned it upside down. So my image, when I'm going to put the image on here, it's going to be upside down from your angle, but it is going in the right direction on the actual jacket. I got this jacket at American HTV warehouse here in Dallas, Texas, over off Harry Hines. And they had all colors, all sizes, everything. So here we're just doing a pre-press for about 5 seconds to get out any moisture in the jacket. And now we can place our image down. And you want to come down about 6 to 9 inches from the collar on the back of the jacket. And you want to make sure you have it centered. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press at 325 for 15 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to allow this to cool down because this is a cold peel. Now we're ready. We're going to go ahead and take that film off. And it turned out beautiful. So I'm going to place a Teflon sheet on top, and I'm going to press it one more time just to seal those colors in. Now this jacket is polyester fabric, so I wanted to do DTF by using a different type of fabric or garment, shall I say. Turn that heat press off, and we're done. Okay, you can see here, turned out beautiful. All right, so that is that process, guys. Chime in the comments and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Don't mind my little footsies there. And there you have it. So here's a couple of images just to show you what the jacket look like from the front and the back. And after it was done, and hey guys, if you're currently in my Facebook group, I want to thank you guys so much for following me via Facebook. If you would like to join my Facebook group, just click the link in the description on Linktree for my Facebook group. Agree to the Facebook group rules and we'll get you in. And then if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for following me via YouTube. And if you're seeing me for the first time and you like my method of teaching, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.